Good morning, everybody. Power. Peer power. Welcome everybody to the program. Today is October 26th in the year 2023. We are covering war, new House Speaker, nice weather, and other stuff too. Sing it. La 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 la, Shiva. We are live. How you doing? Blah 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 blah. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the program. Mark Sconti reporting today on. I guess the big news is. The big news is we have a House Speaker. We have a House Speaker, Speaker of the House, and his name is, what the fuck is his name? Mike Johnson. I never heard of this guy. Who is Mike Johnson? Who is he? He's the new Speaker of the House. He just came from out of nowhere, right? Fucking Mike Johnson. But anyway, we have a new House Speaker. Jim Jordan didn't make it. Steve Scalise didn't make it. Scalia, whatever his name is, Scalise. Who else didn't make it? Matt Gaetz himself didn't make it. He's the guy who kicked out Kevin McCarthy. But we have a new speaker, and he's a kind of an interesting guy. I think he's I don't know. He seems normal. We'll watch his speech and we'll listen to what he has to say. He seems to be doing the old "I'll reach across the aisle" thing with the Democrats, and I'll work with them. So now Congress is back in session. Congratulations, Congress. They didn't stay out too long, and we'll watch that. Mass shooting alert in Maine. Some psychopath went into I guess it was a bar and grill and a bowling alley with his AR-15 style rifle, shooting people up, killing 20, upwards of 20, and still on the loose. There's a lockdown in Maine right now, and you got some psychopath guy who really understands guns. He was a gun instructor. He was a self-defense instructor of some sort. And so psychopath roaming around shooting people. Hillary Clinton heckled, and we'll look at that. Also, markets react. How are the markets doing? Oh, we're up right now. Looks like it's going to be. It was a bad day yesterday. Oh my God, fucking the Dow. Everything got crushed yesterday. It looks like the Dow futures are still heading down. Nasdaq futures down a little bit. Enough. S&P 500 also down. So red on concerns. I don't know that technology isn't advancing as fast as it should. Fucking advance. It's not worth what we think it was, based on its AI projections. There's a big battle going on right now in technology. Microsoft. Versus Google, versus Facebook, versus I would say Amazon as well. Right? They're all in on it. Everybody's trying to cash in on this AI thing. Who's gonna get the next Google? Right? Google was magnificent. Google was a true search engine designed to help people search the entire internet without bias, without anything. And then it turned into a big cash cow. Google started to charge people for their search, right? And that's what happens. They give it away for a while. It's like the drug dealer. They get you hooked on the service, and then one day they turn around and say, "Oh, if you want to be in our search, you got to pay us, and you got to pay us a lot of fucking money, right?" That's what these companies do. That's the nature of a capitalist technology fucking system, right? So Spirit Child says my stocks are taking a beating. Yeah, it is. It's a bit of a beating right now. We'll see. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, look, if you just swing, if you swing just a temporary trade, that's what I'm doing. Stay in for a little while and then get out. Right? So Nasdaq looks like it's going to go up today. It looks like it's going to get something back. Right? You're on the downside. You're on the opposite side of the both moving averages, which usually it comes back into par. It heads back to the long term. So you're looking at probably an upswing to evaporate to get rid of this pre-market down. So anyway, this is my thumbnail. This is Mike. That's theory, right? Whenever someone gives you theory about markets, nobody fucking knows. Nobody knows. You see, all there is up and down, right? That's all there is. Something's either getting more valuable or less valuable. Pick one. Right? If you think it's going down, you sell it. Right? If you think it's going up, you buy it. That's the whole. It's like meditation. There's nothing else to it other than when you notice you're thinking, breathe. Right? And that's all it is. So, Mike, I love the Buddhists. When I talk to Buddhists about meditation, and they think I'm crazy with it, but I don't know. I don't really talk to Buddhists. That's I just made that up. Anyway, so yeah, Bitcoin made some profits lately. Sean Kane points out. I don't know why. Bitcoin fucking ran up. I'll talk about that. When we get to the markets. I'll talk about it right now. Bitcoin. I had said Bitcoin was having a problem breaking 30,000. It's 34.2 at the moment. There it is. Why is Bitcoin going fucking crazy up? One day, let's see. See that? See what's happening, right? I was telling you, fucking, it'll never get over 30 again. It stayed that way for almost a year. It stayed under 20. Or in the 20 area, and now all of a sudden it's 34. That's a huge run. If you had Bitcoin, you're doing well. It looks like it's still going up. Looks like it might, who knows? Break a new high? I don't know. I don't know about that. I'm interested in technology. That's what I'm interested in. I'm interested in this right here. The technology stocks, right? So yeah, I have a website. My name is Marcus Conte. Every morning, Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. We're live right here with all these fine people on the left. Your screen, I guess your screen right. I'm sorry. Weevil Girl on the wrench. Thank you, Weevil Girl, for being here. Jim Gerard in the house. TJ, Chams, Mad Cow, Mark, David Brown, Sean Kane, Spirit Child, Clayton Burgese, and everybody else who's lurking. Thank you very much. Cass Philly Camden in the house. Thank you all. Thank you all for being here. And so every morning, if we're ever lost, can't find me, I don't know where you are, Conte. I haven't seen you in years. Just come to marcusconte.com and you'll know where we are. Right now, we're live on YouTube. We love it. We're loving YouTube. YouTube seems to be coming back to life. It seems like all the shitheads from the past are all getting kicked out and revealed for being dickheads, right? A lot of the dickheads. Remember a lot of the dickheads that used to chase me around? They're all gone. They're all fucking they're gone. They're stupid and by themselves now. I'm still here. You could say I haven't grown, right? But I'm still here. Or you could say I'm still here. I'm the last standing motherfucker. Anyway. So I have a website, and I'll always be here. I'll always be on my website. And, so let's start here. Oh, I got a report. Sad reporting. My friend, this is a friend of mine, Arnold Diaz. Remember this guy? He was Shame on You guy. I don't know. It seems like he was mostly New York, Pix 11. But this guy was pretty popular at exposing corruption in New York City. Right, and he was extremely helpful. In fact, he didn't break a story with me. I had a story of the New York Department of Sanitation ticket quota. I was thrown into a situation where I was a ticket cop, and I discovered a ticket quota, and I blew the whistle on it, right? And Arnold was extremely interested in my story, right? Arnold, I have a story for you. I pitched him, and he loved it. We talked, and I'm interested in doing the story, blah, blah, blah. And so I was in talks with this guy. He's not a personal friend, but he's dead, 74 years old, died of blood cancer. So he was a good reporter. I really liked the guy. I wanted to do the story, but it just seemed like he was taking he was taking too much time, right? The clock was ticking, and he didn't jump. So I went with Channel 7. Excuse me. You remember this?
Business owners complain about unwarranted tickets from the New York City Sanitation Department. Our exclusive investigation uncovered what you could call a cash for trash operation. One worker telling us ticket quotas are part of the job. 7 Your Side's Jim Hopper.
I am that worker.
With secret recordings that shed light on what's really going on. Jim?
Well, the Department of Sanitation denies that they have any ticket quota. A whistleblower, though, says he was fired in part because he complained about one. And he says a recording of his supervisor proves there's a quota, and it's all about
the money. Here we are.
When Mark Conti graduated as an enforcement officer.
That's back when I was Mark. Well, that's my legal name, right? They use my legal name. My name is Marcus, goddammit.
Officer for the Sanitation Department. He saw himself as a green cop, helping to make New York cleaner and greener.
So anyway, that was the story. And Arnold Diaz was this guy was very, very into the story, but instead we went with the other guy because the other guy was moving a little quicker. But Rip Arnold Diaz, great reporting, great journalist, Emmy award-winning, won an Emmy, New York Emmy award winner. Hillary Clinton heckled. Let's check this out.
Scarmongering speech. President Joe Biden is calling for $100 billion of funding for Israel, Taiwan, and Ukraine, and we're supposed to just bundle these together and pretend like we're going to rush to World War III and we're all
Look at Hillary Clinton. Duh.
going to let Hillary Clinton sit here. Okay.
I'm sorry. You know, this is not the way to have a conversation. If you want to have a conversation, you're welcome to come talk to me afterwards.
She'll never show up. Yeah, right. Yeah, come talk to me after I talk. And she's going to get up and she's going to walk right out the fucking door because she has no time to talk to you.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
You're going to wait for me, right?
I will wait for
The guy said, yeah, you're going to wait for me? She's not going to wait for anybody.
you, and I will listen to you, and I will respond to you. But
Respectfully, I do not believe.
Well, that just
the matter is that the American people's voice are what needs to be heard.
Yeah, they are being heard.
The president is not speaking for the American people.
Well, that's your opinion. That's your opinion.
Yes, that's my opinion.
Well, then sit down. We've heard your opinion. Hey,
You sit down. Hillary Clinton said, sit down, motherfucker. I think the guy was kind. He could have called her a fucking criminal. What about the 10 times you lied to Congress? What about the emails that you deleted? What about the smashing of the evidence that you were supposed to give to the FBI, the cell phones? You could have said a lot of things. What about the Clinton Foundation not paying taxes and being a fucking money laundering haven for terrorists like guys in Saudi Arabia?
It is the best.
You could have went there, but that was okay. Yeah, good job. We'll give the heckler a round of applause. This is fascinating. Everything. Now I have a little background on this one. Lawmakers look to weed out illegal New York City smoke shops with possible ties to Middle East terror funding. What a crock of shit. Look, most of the smoke shops in New York City, if you've ever been to New York City and you walk around, you notice that a lot of the smoke shops, the little candy stores and bodega, not the bodegas. The bodegas are mostly Spanish. But most of the smoke shops are run by Pakistani people, a lot of from India. Right? They're whatever. They're Middle Eastern, wherever they're from. They're mostly, they do seem to be mostly Arabs, right? And that has been the case for years, right? Nobody wants to sit behind the counter and collect change all day, right? They do it, right? But now, because the marijuana industry in New York flopped. They're trying to say that the same guys that have been operating in smoke shops for 50 years in New York are now funding terrorism through weed. Now, it's got to be a Jew running this fucking scam. Who is this guy? State senator. And now I didn't do this research, but I'm going to do it right now because watch. Is this guy Brad Holloman Siegel a Jew? Watch. Is he a Jew? There he is. Holy man is Jewish. That's the see the reality of the mindset. Brad Madison, American Democrat. Where did the writing just go that I was reading? I was reading something and it disappeared. Being Jewish is very deep in his soul and very important to him, said Rabbi Sharon Kleinberg. So the point, the reality is, Mr. Jew is saying that he's going after the smoke shops, the Arab guys that own these smoke shops, saying that they're tied to terrorism. They are not fucking tied to terrorism. They are immigrants to our great nation, and they fill out LLCs and start businesses and work their ass off, right? And weed is legal in New York. They're doing something legal. All right, so Jew boy, Mr. Super Jew, Brad Holy Man Siegel, a confirmed Jew, is saying that these Arab guys over here, they're making too much money and they're funding fucking terrorism with no evidence at all. There's no, he's just saying it's likely because, why? Because they're Arabs? Why? Because they fucking pray, 4 times a day to Allah? Or whatever they do, right? But what a jerk off, right? This guy's a total jerk off. She's a jerk off, fat jerk off. They're trying to pin, the point is they're trying to pin all these illegal smoke shops, the evolution of smoke shops, which people want. It's something that people want, but they're trying to say because a lot of Arabs are running it, the Jew is saying that the Arabs are sending the money back to back terrorism with no basis whatsoever. If you're not from New York, you don't know the fact that I just gave you, which is that most of the smoke shops, a lot of them in the city, are run by Arab speaking, it seems, right? They look Arab, they smell Arab, they sound Arab, they're speaking Arabic. Sometimes they're speaking Hindu, whatever. I don't fucking know what they're speaking, but I know what Arabic sounds like. I've heard it enough. I don't know what they're saying, but I know I can identify Arabic when I hear it. Right? And so bullshit. Shame on you, man. This is Zionism, right? All he sees, he's got a giant fucking Star David, implanted, stuck up his ass, right? And every time he moves, he feels the Star David in his ass. And then he looks to the guy making money on weed, who's been making money on selling smokables for fucking centuries, and says, "Oh, look, the terrorists. Fucking shame on you, man. Shame on you for even saying that." At least 16 killed in shooting. All right, so let's talk about the killing. I got to look at the market. We're up. Okay, good. We're going up. That's what we want to see. So there was a bad shooting, terrible shooting in Lewiston, Maine. At least 16 killed in shooting. This is the preliminary story. Then I'll read what we know about it.
This is the CBS News special report. I'm Jared Hill in New York. There's breaking news out of Lewiston, Maine, about 40 minutes north of Portland. Police are searching for a mass shooter who reportedly opened fire at least 2 different locations, including a bar and grill and a bowling alley. Multiple law enforcement sources tell CBS News that at least 16 people and perhaps more than 20 have been killed, dozens more injured.
There's the photo. So he's youngish, I guess 20s, 30s maybe. He's definitely white. But we have a name. I don't know what his name is. We'll get to his name in a second. But the image, there he is, touting his rifle and blasting people. Crazy, right? What a fucking horror, right? although we're not in Gaza right now getting bombed, we do have ticking time bombs walking all over America right now, with access to high power weapons and anything. Anything can become a weapon. If a psychopath like this doesn't have a gun, he can run you over with his truck. He could buy a fucking, a plow and go knock people down. Right? Look, killing it's not hard to kill people. He could poison people, right? But in this case, he shot him up.
The sheriff's office released.
Right. It's a mental health problem. It's not a gun problem, is what I was trying to say.
These photos of the suspect who appears to be holding an AR-style assault rifle.
Quinn Smith says, smells like an Arab. I did say that, right? He did. You could smell Arab. You could smell, it's in the food, it's in the fucking everything. When you walk into an Arab store, right, you smell the incense, you smell the lunch that they're eating, it's like curry or something, and I don't know, maybe they don't shower, they don't use a lot of detergent on their bodies, so you smell them, right? They smell like organic. Right? Fucking the organic smell of Arab, right? You smell like Arab. That's not discrimination. That's not racist or fucking. It's just an observation, right? You walk into Walmart, and you get next to a couple of fat Americans, and they smell like fucking. They smell like laundry detergent and soap. You smell them. They're like, what is that? And perfume, right? With the Arabs, you don't smell that. You smell good food. You smell coffee. So anyway, it smells like an Arab.
President Biden has been briefed, and the FBI is in contact with state and local police.
William R. Hall says they send their money back to their starving families regarding the Pakistanis and such who make the money in America. Yeah, that's precisely what they do. They build wealth, and then they call their families in. That's what they're doing. They're not funding terrorism. They're trying to get away from it, just like you are.
Our coverage will continue on your local news, CBS News streaming.
All right, so that's the gun guy, right? So here he is. At least 22 dead. This is today's report. At least 22 dead after Maine gunman sprays 2 businesses with bullets. Cops hunting for mentally ill gun expert. They're calling him a gun expert because he was an expert on guns. A mass shooter went on a horrifying rampage in Maine Wednesday night, murdering at least 22 people at a bar and a bowling alley, and sparking a massive manhunt for the killer. You'll get the Jews now saying, "Oh, see, it's fucking anti-Jew because Jews like to bowl and sit in the fucking bar." Everything's anti-Jew now. More than 50 people were wounded in 2 separate shootings. So the guy was roaming around with a gun. He shot up 2 places, a bowling alley and a restaurant. Sparked a massive manhunt. They're looking for him. The state's second largest city, which was put under shelter in place. No outie. Stay in your house. So they're looking for this guy. So here's the ID. Robert Card. I got a picture? Here he is. They got a close-up of him. There. Robert Card. This is the guy. This is a mugshot. Police released Card's mugshot. Very white, 40 years old. Nothing really to see there. We need to see the suspects. Not the suspects, but the people he shot. Who did he shoot? Were they all wearing fucking Arab headwear or yarmulkes, or were they black? I don't know. Let's find out who he shot. More than 50 people were wounded. About 4 hours after initial report of shooting in Lewiston, police identified Robert Card, C-A-R-D, Card. Robert Card, a 40-year-old trained firearms instructor with past mental health issues. It says that he was in a mental hospital for 2 weeks, 2 weeks stay in the summer. So that's, they're kind of confirming that he was bona fide mentally unstable So much so that he was in a mental health facility for 2 weeks. You don't end up in a mental hospital for 2 weeks if there's nothing wrong with you, generally. So he was a loose cannon. Why is he still roaming around the streets with guns? No one knows. On Wednesday night, Card was believed to be driving a white Subaru Outback, which was located about 8 miles away in Lisbon. Should be considered armed and dangerous. On the run right now. This guy's out there, man. This guy is out there, and he's got a gun. He's got a vehicle. His whereabouts, you don't know how sophisticated he is. He's obviously a fucking killer, and he has no problem killing people to get where he's got to go. So you got to watch this guy, right? If you're in Maine, you better fucking pull your gun out of the closet, load it, and be careful, right? If you see anybody near your property, right, just shoot and ask questions later. You go like this. You get your gun, you point, you go boom, 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 boom. And then you yell, freeze. Don't move. After you shoot him. So sad. I'm not making fun of it. It's sad. I mean, again, 20 people fucking killed. But we don't know the motive. What's the motive? Mental illness? Who did he shoot? Right? Who did his mental illness lead him to shoot? Just random people? Was he sexual deviant? Did he shoot pretty women? Sometimes that happens. I can't get any pretty women. I'm going to just fucking kill them. That happens all the time with 40-year-olds, right? 40-year-old men. What's the market doing? We're going up. I'm going to talk about the market in a second. It's just kind of boring, right? So Biden was notified of the shooting. Sad day in Maine. 20 more people dead. What's the solution? Well, you got to always ask yourself. The name of the bar is Shemengi's Bar and Grill. Shemengi. Our prayers go out to those lost someone tonight. Our prayer. He was studied engineering at the University of Maine from 2001 to 2004. Not a stupid guy. Studying engineering. He's a gun expert. Mentally unstable. You need to see his drug profile, his toxicology, if you can get it. The mental health hospital that he stayed in would clearly know. If he was high on anything, was he hallucinating? He reportedly said he heard voices. Right? He's hearing voices. I don't know if that makes you crazy. Sometimes you just hear things, you don't know what the fuck you're hearing. He's a Republican. Zitsu Kuda says if he's a Republican, he has a manifesto. We'll find out, right? That's a good point, right? Where's the manifesto? Where's the manifesto? They say that the people that allegedly were killed, the 14 people shot, family members are trying to find out. People are missing, right? People in America, right? If you go to a bar one night, right, and there's a mass shooting, and suddenly you disappear, right? It's not like you're wandering around somewhere aimlessly. You're dead. The first thing you're going to do when you see when you get out of a shooting like that is go tell everybody, I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive. So they're dead. If you're looking for somebody in this scenario, I remember on 9/11, people were looking for they were waiting around thinking that their loved ones were wandering around the streets of New York full of dust. And didn't know what was going on. No, man, they're dead. They went down in the rubble. They burned. The people that got out were on the train like everybody else and, going home. I had a friend that happened to. My friend Tom, I forgot his last name, some good friend of mine a long time ago, 20 years ago. He was in the top of the World Trade Center. He was in 2, the one that got hit second, and he was up there, and he looked out the window he looked out the window and saw the flames shooting out of the building next to him, right? World Trade Center 1 after the plane hit, and he heard the announcement, everybody go back to their chairs. There's nothing to worry about, and he went right for the fucking elevator. And got out. He was one of the last elevators to get out before the second one got hit. And he was on the train he was in the East Village back in his apartment watching it like everybody else on TV within a half an hour. And he survived. A couple of minutes later, he would have been dead. He would have been in the building and he would have crumbled. Right? But the point is, if someone gets shot by one of these psychopaths, they're not wandering the streets aimlessly. They're dead. They're fucking dead. So, all right. So the markets are open. Let's see what we got here. It looks like we're covering some of the disaster. Dow Jones Industrial Average just went green. That's promising right there. Up 20. Nasdaq. It looks like it's going to turn green in a second as well. That's good news. That's good news. So we're coming off the bottom. NVIDIA showing some strength right here, up $4.27, up a percentage point. Amazon still down, Apple down, Google down, Facebook down 10, Microsoft down a point, Tesla up 2. So technology is a little mixed right now, but it's not horrible. Rivian flat, down 22 cents. Tilray showing some strength, up 3 cents. Whoop-de-doo. So Bitcoin looks like I missed it. Sorry, I usually talk about it, but I missed this one. I had said for a long time that it wasn't going to get over 30,000 per share, and now it's 34. That's Bitcoin, not all crypto, but Bitcoin. So Bitcoin making a little bit of a rally, down a little bit today, pulling back slightly. War stocks, Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, Boeing, all green at the moment. In light of the newest flare-ups in the Middle East with Hamas and Israel. War is good. War is good for profits. It's good. Lockheed Martin, $448 a share. Yeah. For the lovers of the vaccine, of course, we have the holy vaccine stocks: Pfizer, Johnson & Johnson, Moderna. Looks like they're kind of down. Pfizer's flat, and that's really it. Yeah. So so it looks like it's like a kind of a flat day right now. The open is flat. Dow is up 20, Nasdaq down 20. Up 20, down 20. All right, so we'll take it. We'll take it. So that's what's going on with the killer. Let's talk about this guy. This is your new Speaker of the House. New Speaker of the House. His name is Michael Johnson. He won the vote. It's official. Let's hear it.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
First, a few words of gratitude. I want to thank Leader Jeffries. I do look forward to working with you on behalf of the American people. I know we see things from very different points of view. But I know that in your heart, you love and care about this country and you want to do what's right. And so we're going to find common ground there, all right?
Wow, common ground. There's the House Speaker calling for common ground. Huh. Is there such a thing?
I want to express my great thanks for our Speaker Emeritus, Kevin McCarthy.
Yay! What's up, Kevin? Kevin got screwed. Kevin McCarthy got screwed.
Kevin has dedicated over 2 decades of his life to selfless public service, 16 of those years in this House. And you would be hard-pressed to find anybody who loves this institution more or has contributed more to it. He is the reason we're in this majority today.
Uh-huh. He seems like a real guy, right? I've never seen him before, Mike Johnson. But here's your new Speaker of the House, number 3 in charge in America. If Biden dies and Harris dies, he's your president right here. Right?
Chip and the selfless sacrifice that you and Judy have made for so many years. You helped build it, Kevin, and we owe you a great debt of gratitude. I want to thank
he's got a great voice. I like his voice.
The dedicated and overworked staff of this beleaguered House.
I like his glasses too. So I'll let this play out, and I'll see you guys. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you on Monday. And enjoy Mike Johnson. I'll let it play for you.
But
Peace,
But
everybody.
Miss Susan Cole, our House reading clerk, and yes. Listen, all the clerks and all the staff, you know, they're terribly overworked. This has been a grueling process, but they have served an integral role in keeping our republic, and we thank them for that service. I know we all do. I want to thank my dedicated wife of almost 25 years, Kelly. She's not here. We couldn't get a flight in time. This happened sort of suddenly. But we're going to celebrate soon. She spent the last couple of weeks on her knees in prayer to the Lord, and she's a little worn out. We all are. I want to thank our children, Michael and Hannah and Abby and Jack and Will. All of our children sacrifice. All of them do, and we know that. And there's not a lot of perks to being a member of Congress's kid, right? And so I want to thank all of your families as well for what they endure and what they've had to endure for the last few weeks. We've been here a while. Yeah. I want to thank my faithful mother, Jeannie Johnson, who bore me at the age of 17, and my brothers Chris and Josh, and my sister Laura, and all their families, and all of our extended family. In Louisiana, family's a big deal, and we got a bunch of them. I especially want to thank all the extraordinary people of the great state of Louisiana. We have never had a Speaker of the House hail from our state, and so they've been lifting us up. I thank the people of Louisiana for the opportunity to serve you in Congress, and I'm humbled by your continuous support. We will make you proud. To my colleagues, I want to thank you all for the trust that you have instilled in me to lead us.